Hi, it's James Willoughby, and welcome back to the Austin Real Estate Update. Every week we examine what's happening in terms of the overall health of the residential real estate market here in Austin, Texas. And we are at the end of week one, October 2024. This week we had a tremendous number of failed listings, which is real interesting. We'll dig in and show you why. And that has turned around to create lower overall inventory, which is helping with the absorption rate in the market. Let's dig in. All right, every week we start with the active listings, and overall listings have dropped almost 250 in the last week. So you can see that we're starting to trend down towards the 11,000 mark. We've been at or above 12,000 listings for some time now. And in fact, our curve looks a little bit different than the last couple of years because it's starting to go down a little bit faster, which means we have fewer people continuing their listings. And let's find out why. Let's go to the failed listings graph right here. We can see that 624 listings came off the market last week. Bottom line is that homes tend to fall off towards the end of the year. You can see the same trend from last year. We pulled back. However, this is the highest number of expired listings and failed listings that we've had since the end of last year. So what we're seeing is sellers throwing in the towel. They're not confident in the market. Therefore, they're quitting and probably waiting until next spring. Now, let's see how that affected the market overall. Okay, so we're going to look at new active versus new pending listings. Look at this every week. Now you can see the new active listings has jumped from 759 to 839. So the reason why we had a jump in new active listings is a lot of those, not a lot, but several of those folks, at least 100 or so of those folks that failed to sell, relisted in the same week. So we have a jump in new actives, but these aren't actually new listings. These are listings that have been basically recycled through the system, and they just switched realtors. Now, in terms of the number of pendings, you can see here for the last several weeks, it's been very consistent. We were at 749 last week. So that's good information because as you can see by this somewhat flat graph line here, our demand has been very, very consistent overall, really pretty much the entire year. It hasn't been herky-jerky like you've seen in some of these other graphs. So how does that relate to the overall health of the market? The absorption rate gives us an indicator. It's like the one stat that you'd want to look at if you didn't look at any others. It gives us an indicator of the health of the market. We jumped down from 15.61 to 15.49, which is a negligible move. At the same time, it's a lot lower than it's been since really, fifth week of June, or the end of June, I should say. So that's good information, good news. And if we pull back, you can see that we're actually doing a little bit better on absorption rate now than we were this time last year. So that's good news. Now let's jump into interest rates. All right. Interest rates. This last week, rates remained about the same. There's a lot of political tension nationally and internationally, and that's kept the rates from going down further. The word on the street from Freddie Mac, who is the end-all, tell-all of interest rates in the United States for conventional loans, is that we will see another probably quarter point cut by the end of the year from the Fed funds rate, which may or may not translate into lower interest rates this year. Although we do think the downward trend for interest rates in the next several quarters, there's a lot of pressure for them to go down, and I think they will. That'll be good for both buyers and sellers. So until this time next week, you have a good one. We will hopefully share with you that our demand is still consistent and that we're selling homes and rates are cooperating. We'll talk to you soon. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.